morning, everyone. This is Kathy Wardwell. I know Pam Wonderland normally does these presentations, but she's off today, so I'm going to get everybody started. Today we have Audra O'Neill, who will be doing a presentation on Fiskars. And Audra, it's all yours.
Take it away. Good morning, everybody. Yep. Thank you for joining us. My name is Audra O'Neill. I am the Key Account Manager for Fiskars Brands. On the line, we also have Tim Doherty. He is our field sales representative from Gersman & Associates. We're going to talk about Fiskars, but not just Fiskars cutting tools. Fiskars is actually a house of brands, inclusive of Nelson, Gilmour, Gerber, and of course, Fiskars. We date back all the way to 1649 as an ironworks company in Finland. We have global brands in over 60 countries. So I'm going to show you here, this is basically a snapshot of the tools that we create for home, work, and outdoors. Everything that we do at Fiskars truly begins with the consumer in mind, and that's from product development all the way to marketing. So out of the gate, we're going to go through some information with Gilmour, and we're going to start with garden hose and some transitions that are happening here in the 2019 season. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is Flexogen and the Flexogen Advantage. What was once a single Flexogen hose is now an entire family of Flexogen hose, everything from heavy duty to super duty and pro. You see the tested tough on all of our packaging. We sent this out to a third-party testing company called Intertech, and they basically test everything from burst strength and kink resistance to pull test to see what it would take to pull the coupling off the end, and then, of course, abrasion resistance for dragging that around pavers and things like that in your yard. So the family of Flexogen is heavy duty. The heavy duty has a PSI rating of 500. What's nice about the heavy-duty hose is it's lightweight and flexible, but it's still an 8-ply hose. That's a patented technology that only Gilmour does. We're the only brand on the market that supplies an 8-ply hose. So then you step up to the Super Duty. That has 600 PSI, and where this hose really wins is in kink resistance. And then our Pro hose, which is designed for tough commercial applications, really wins in the abrasion resistance for being able to really take on heavy-duty environmental conditions that you would find on a job site. So what changes are going to happen with the Flexogen family of hoses for 2019 is that currently we have a heavy-duty hose that's out there in 3/4. It's the color of the Super Duty hose. So what will happen is that in 2019, you'll start to see flow through warehouse the green heavy-duty 3/4 hose. And the whole purpose of this was truly to have consistent color within the duty ratings, consistent packaging, and a cohesive message at the shelf for the consumer to truly understand the step up. Aside from Flexogen, we have an entire portfolio of hose, everything from your garden hose in various duties to specialty hose, like our Marine and Recreation, which is NSF certified as drinking water safe, our soakers, and then on to Pro, we have golf course hose, which has an 850 PSI rating, and rubber hose for hot water applications. So speaking of the Pro, oh, nope, we're going to go to nozzles next. Sorry about that. Brand new this year, we showed them at the open house. This is our new Swivel Connect nozzles. It helps to relieve twist in the hose during use. I'm going to go to the next slide, which is going to point out some of the features of this. We have aqua touch points anywhere that the consumer needs to modify a setting. The other thing that's nice about it is that we've put an aerator here into one of the patterns so that if you're filling a bucket or a watering can, it's very easy to do without splashing and coming back out at you if you've had that experience. I have. So these come in several different trigger mechanisms. This is the cleaning collection, heavy duty and medium duty, ranging in price, MSRP roughly $16.99 down to $10.99. And then in cleaning applications, the same thing, different trigger mechanisms, heavy duty to medium duty, going from about $15 to $11. The benefit of these is that they truly reduce kink by 70% as you're using it and walking around the yard or wherever you're watering. It could be in your greenhouses. The swivel coupling really allows the hose to move freely with you. Now the Pro. So Gilmour Pro is a line that we came out with to really answer the question for people who use hose and hose end as their tool of the trade every day. However, people like contractors, painters, and concrete guys really need a specific nozzle that's geared towards cleaning, where landscaping and farming really needs a nozzle that is geared towards watering applications. So heavy nozzle users have to replace their nozzle up to one time a year, or one time a month, in season. So what pros are truly looking for is something that's durable and simple and easy to use. So what we've come up with is some new Pro hose end nozzles that really meet the needs and can stand up to heavy-duty conditions. So everything from the high-force jet nozzle, which is all steel construction for cleaning applications, to the 5-pattern watering nozzle for the Pro. It has just 5 patterns, the ones that you're going to use most, and then additionally you have that aerator in the center for filling up buckets or watering cans. So really giving you durability, good ergonomics, comfortable when this is a tool that you're using every day. And when it comes to nozzles, our portfolio is inclusive of everything from the classic 573 TF to our new kink-reducing swivel coupling nozzles to the Pro nozzle for the heavy-duty environmental industrial use that pros put these nozzles through. We're going to talk a little bit about sprinklers. You know, Arett has always carried the Nelson brand, and what you may have noticed is that there's a lot more Gilmour in warehouse. It is just that we are concentrating our marketing efforts and really putting all of our innovation into the Gilmour brand. So you will see more and more Gilmour. However, this particular sprinkler, very popular, used to be in the Nelson brand. We're not going to let those great Nelson products go by the wayside. We will either continue to make them in Nelson, or they will come up under the Gilmour umbrella and be branded Gilmour. So stop getting soaked. These were new this year at Open House as well. This is our on and off flow control oscillating sprinklers. You can turn the water off completely right at the sprinkler. Again, you have aqua touch points for the consumer to kind of steer them to where they can control the width, the flow control, and the length. These come in both a medium duty and a heavy duty, and their MSRPs range from $27.99 to $22. And again, we have a complete portfolio of sprinklers, everything from your classic impact sprinkler to our new on and off flow control oscillators to specialty sprinklers like high-rise sprinklers or the Nelson Rain Train. So Gilmour truly is the only company that offers a complete watering solution. We have supplies for consumers to support all their watering needs and really deliver durability and life. Most of our products you will see have lifetime warranties on them now if they're heavy-duty rated. Almost all of our hoses have lifetime warranties on them. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Fiskars and Snips. Snips actually are a really great category, and Arett does very well with these snips. They're used for everything around the house. So the landscape originally was one snip fits all. We're changing that to one snip does not fit all because they're used in so many different places. Everything from non-consumable products like opening your mulch bags or cutting string or twine to harvesting your vegetables. So we have made it 3 different categories under the snip: the multi-use, the trim, and then we have snips for harvesting. So we'll just go through a couple of these, especially the ones that are pretty popular. This is the micro pruning snip. The micro pruning snip is changing. This snip was originally, and it's adored, originally designed by our school office and craft division, and the blades were designed for paper. What our engineers did was improve the blade grinds so that they're designed for cutting plants. We've also made the handles more ergonomic and comfortable. And in addition to this, we have a non-stick coating version, great for the cannabis industry or any type of sticky plants that you would be cutting. These are easy to clean. The next one is we have an update to our floral pruner. Prior to this, there were 2 different pruners for the U.S. and for Canada. Customers complained that the spring fell out, so we updated this. And really, a floral pruner is smaller than a traditional pruner, but with more capacity than a snip. So you will see these holes here in the center of the handle. That's great for removing thorns. But there is a new design of this coming out for 2019 that you'll see coming through the warehouse. The Urban Veggie Shear. The Urban Veggie Shear is a great product. The changes that happened here are the handles were made a little bit bigger to be more ergonomic and comfortable. And then additionally, these are dishwasher safe. They come apart. So we've switched the take apart feature to the front side so that the consumer can see it in the packaging when it's hanging on the shelf. And you can just take these right apart, put them in the dishwasher, they're good to go. Then we have a brand new snip. This is a curved micro pruning snip. And these are truly ideal for getting into tighter places. Because the snip curves in front of you, you can actually see what you're cutting without the blade getting in your way. The other part about this is that these also come apart, but there's no chance that you will lose the spring inside. It won't fall out and get lost. You can take it apart, clean your blades off, put it back together, and they lock in place. These are brand new for this year. Also, these are dishwasher safe. These are herb snips. They're also NSF certified for home use. They're ideal for doing things like chives or snipping any types of herbs into recipes in your kitchen. That's how I use mine. And then here is the full portfolio. The MSRP, so we didn't talk about this first product here, which is a multi-purpose shear that will actually cut twine, cut wire. So that's your multi-use category. Then we have our trim, which we reviewed some of the changes there, and our harvest. Your MSRPs are anywhere from $21.99 down to $13.99. And that's what we have for you. It was really quick this morning. You have contact information for both myself and Tim here. And we thank you for joining us this morning.